Hi, this is Sue, and I'm talking to you from Colorado. I wish that I could be there in person to meet all of you and to say thank you in person, but it's not a good time for me to leave right now. So I would like to start by thanking my classmate from Van Horn and my still dear friend and fellow Coloradan now, Bob Dickinson, for nominating me for this honor. I really appreciate it, Bob. And I'd like to thank W.B. Barnes for standing in for me, being my stand-in and receiving the shirt and the falcon for me. Thank you. He was my high school boyfriend, also my grade school boyfriend, but I don't think he knew that time. And I'd like to thank Jay and his committee for accepting me for this honor. And I wish I could have met Deidre and Doug in person. That would have been fun. But I do want to thank Jay, or not Jay, but Doug, for coming up with this idea of the video, because it makes me feel like I can at least be a little bit present with you this afternoon while this inducting ceremony is going on. So thank you. When I look back at my time in Van Horn, I admit that it's with mixed feelings. There were great experiences and wonderful opportunities, especially since I was a sophomore the year that Van Horn was brand new. So we sophomores got more of an opportunity to enter in because the senior class was very, very small, and the junior class was smaller than it would have been if we had gone like to Northeast, for instance. So we were all able to work with the administrators and the teachers to come up with traditions that maybe you still enjoy. To choose the colors. Gray was not my first choice, by the way, but red I like, and the falcon. So that was a lot of fun. And then most especially, the drama teacher was a wonderful mentor for me and for many of us. She really pushed us to do our best, and she also saw that we could do things that we didn't think we could. Like, for instance, Bob and myself and a few others wrote one of the original variety shows for the school. Gosh, we didn't know what we were doing. But Nannabelle Castle was our teacher's name. She thought we could do it, and we did, and it turned out okay. So there were a lot of those wonderful opportunities, but I will admit that high school was tough on me emotionally. I was one of those people who took things very personally and who was hard on myself. The word frenemy had not been created at that time, but I had some of those, and I probably was my own worst enemy because I was critical of myself and beat myself up about little bitty things, some of them real, some of them imagined. So one of the things I wanted to say to you today, this is for the kids mostly, but there may be some of you adults who need some reminders, and that is that treat yourself kindly, starting now. I didn't do it when I was in high school, but it set the stage for my life work, which was to become a therapist and an author. And my motto became, live gently with yourself and others, and that's basically what I taught in all my writings. And it's basically the message that I'd like to give you. Live gently with yourself. Chances are you are probably doing the best you can. And if you're not, then you can gently nudge yourself to be the best person you know how to be. But in a climate of compassion, self-compassion especially, and support, you're going to evolve into the person that you're meant to be much more easily. and much more quickly than you will if you're mean to yourself. And I was lucky, really, really lucky, because I could talk to my mother when I was in high school. And so I encourage you that if you have a parent or an adult of any ilk whom you can trust and whom you can talk to, I encourage you to do that. Because we need to work things out in ourselves, but we also sometimes need help along the way. So I encourage you to do what I didn't do. And begin now to live gently with yourself. And have fun with yourself. Be your own best friend. Thanks. Bye-bye.